thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by... Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. It'll be Jacoby Brissett under center for the Colts. He, of course, made 15 starts in Andrew Luck's absence 2 years ago. Not much required of him last year. He threw just 4 passes total. But that experience as a starter, very valuable in this learning process. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, Brissett. Campbell making the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, Brissett. He completes this one to Mack. Give him 9 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Brissett now. Rodgers brings it in. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. From the 29, Brissett dumps this one off to Mack. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. The starting defense for the Falcons.
Probably no one happier to hit the field than Deion Jones, the middle linebacker of the Falcons. Limited to just 6 starts in 2018 due to injury. He's exactly what you want running your defense. Smart, fast, and physical.
They'll find Hines out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 18 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Brissett. He's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The numbers in last week's game for Hooper. 6 catches, 85 yards. To throw again on second down. Taylor, he's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Gets it off to Freeman. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a second down. And here's the offense now. Charles, who's the guy you chose to highlight?
The tone setter, the guy in the middle, Alex Mack. His return, never good for the opposition.
On second down, it's Freeman, and he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. To throw is Taylor. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 15-yard line. Taylor will lead up the offense 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. So that'll back him up 5.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Taylor, that's complete, right around the 8. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Taylor. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Play action. Now Taylor. They'll roll him out right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Brissett to throw on first. Ebron's got it. And he's taken down inside the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. Brissett, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. A first down throw for Brissett. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And back onto the field now comes Devontae Freeman. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Right here. Tight ends on the
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And avoids the contact by sliding. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From midfield now, here's Taylor. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
But that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Throwing, Brissett. Catch made here by Campbell. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Brissett sets to throw it. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They were losers to Philadelphia a week ago. Now they find themselves in the lead as they start this drive. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Freeman, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Taylor. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. On the draw, this will be Freeman. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
From the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a carry from Mack. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Returnable for Thomas. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Heading back onto the field, here's a look at Devontae Freeman now. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They go play action with Taylor. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
We focus our attention now on T.Y. Hilton as he gets ready to head back onto the field. Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers think.
They've been using him as a decoy, and effectively so. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Brissett, and he hits his tight end, Ebron. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams. An 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. They run, Devontae Freeman. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
He's coming. Double up.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start at New Era Field. Buffalo playing host to Cincinnati. And it's the Bills with the lead in the second quarter. Matt Barkley has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. Carson Wentz lighting things up. 3 touchdown passes there. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Danico Autry is in on the stop. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Taylor, he's going to loft one. It's caught inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Taylor, it's caught over the middle. Hooper. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll run here with Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Brissett, and he connects with Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Brissett now. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here's Thomas. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. The sack by Margus Hunt.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now it's Freeman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. On third down, Taylor. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brissett. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Check, 59. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On 2nd and 12, Brissett. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. To throw, Brissett. And the catch made by Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
Brissett now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Brissett. Ebron's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Brissett. Ebron with it over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, defense, let's go. Check.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Let's go. Let's do it.
It's a big place in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Here's Hines. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Now Mack looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison. On third down, Brissett. Rodgers brings it in. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Pierre Desir in on the stop. The Falcons on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
The throw over the middle taken in and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Freeman. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Freeman. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second and very short, Taylor. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front. Here in this fourth quarter. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Brissett. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Third and short yardage. Brissett looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Freeman again. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Taylor gets it off to Freeman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. This is Freeman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Everyone, you got 4 down.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 31-yard line. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the gun, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
59 Mike, check, 59.
Now Brissett. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. First down, Brissett. And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, Casey. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Freeman. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 12 yards there and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan,